Welcome to Adiyaman Metric ISND School online class. I am B. Selvam, PG Assistant in English. Today we are going to see 12th Samachir Kalvi poem Ulysses Part 2. Part 2 is Ulysses handing over the responsibility to his son Telemachus with total confidence in his abilities. Let us see the poem. This is my son, mine own Telemachus, to whom I leave the sceptre and the easel, well loved of me, discerning to fulfill this labor by slow prudence to make mild. A rugged people, and through soft degrees, subdue them to the useful and the good, most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail. This is my son. Introduces Ulysses as to his son and the heir Telemachus, who seems like the right guy to take over the job of the king of Ithaca. He is smart and he knows how to make his people do things without being too harsh about it. To whom I leave the sceptre and the easel. To whom refers to Telemachus, I refers to Ulysses. To whom I leave the sceptre. Sceptre is a ceremonial staff that symbolizes authority. Who have the sceptre is the king of the country. Ulysses means something like I leave him in charge. That means Ulysses leave the country to his son Telemachus and make him in charge of the country. When well loud of me discerning to fulfill this labor by slow prudence to make mild. What does it mean? When compared with Ulysses, Telemachus seems a lot less restless. He has slow prudence, which means he is patient, willing to make the best decision for the people of Ithaca without being too hasty. A rugged people, and through soft degrees subdue them to the useful of the good. What does it mean? The people of Ithaca are rugged, which means they are little civilized and uncultured. They are like country pumpkins with a little bit of an attitude. That's why they need to be reined in and put to good use. So that's the point. Says that soft degrees implies that Telemachus will civilize the citizens of Ithaca in the stages and in nice way, not in a rugged way. Its kingship as constructive criticism. Most blameless is he, centered in sphere of common duties, decent not to fail. So look at here. Here he is Telemachus, Ulysses' son, and this is sceptre. Who have this sceptre? He is considered to be a king of the land, king of the country. So let us see. Most blameless is he, centered in the sphere of common duties, decent not to fail, in offices of tenderness and pay, meet adoration to my household gods. When I am gone, he works his work, I mine. What does it mean? Ulysses tells us more about Telemachus' qualifications. He is a straightforward ruler and a straight shooter all the way, a nice guy too, and moreover, decent not to fail. What does it mean, decent not to fail? Decent not to fail means Telemachus is smart enough not to fail at doing nice things for people and paying the proper respects to the gods. Here, in offices of tenderness means soft, and pay, meet adoration to my household gods. So here, meet means appropriate or suitable. Meet means appropriate or suitable. We are not sure whether when I am gone means. What does it mean? When I am gone. When I refers to Ulysses. When I am gone means Ulysses is planning on going back to sea for some more adventures, or if he is thinking about his own death. So this is ambiguous. He works his work means he refers to Telemachus. Telemachus works his work. Telemachus take care of his country and doing his work. I mine. I refers to Ulysses. Ulysses planning to go back to sea for some adventures with his colleagues. So and then there lies the port, the vessel puffs her sail. What does it mean? Here there lies. Ulysses says that Ulysses leaves his country under the leadership of his son Telemachus, and where he tells his ship. There lies a port. Port means Ithaca port. Vessel means ship. So there is the ship is preparing for a set sail. Looks like he is planning on skipping the town after all. And with his old friends as well, he he set sail for the voyage, for adventure. There gloom the dark, broad seas, my mariners, shores that have toiled and wrought and thought with me, that ever with a frolic welcome took the thunder and the sunshine and opposed. What does it mean? Gloom. Gloom is actually a noun, but here it is used as a verb, which means appearing dark. Gloom means appearing dark or scowling. Thunder and sunshine. What does it mean? Thunder and sunshine. Here used thunder and sunshine. Why thunder and sunshine used like this? Thunder and sunshine is used here to mean something like good times and bad times. Thunder is for the meaning of good time, bad time, and sunshine is used for good time. And opposed. Opposed means here it is used for the people who are opposed. The people who are ready to come with Ulysses, they have the mind, they have the heart to face whatever it may be. It may be good time or bad time, whatever it may be, they can oppose with brave heart. Free hearts, free foreheads, you and I are old. Old age has yet his honor and his toil. Death closes all, but something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done. Free hearts, free foreheads. What does it mean? While at first it seems as though Ulysses has just been musing to himself, it turns out he is speaking to someone. We don't know whom he is talking to, but the other person is an old. It's confirmed. Speaking of our old age, Ulysses suggests that even though old people are respected, they also have responsibilities. Responsibilities means, what does it mean? Duties. So and then death closes all, but something ere the end, some work of noble note may yet be done. What does it mean? Here Ulysses knows that death will end everything, but he still believes he can do great things before his death. Things worthy of men who fought against the will of the gods during the Trojan War. So you may see already in before stanzas, we may see that Trojan War, Ulysses returned back from battle of Trojan War. The Trojan War wasn't the war between the men and gods, but occasionally the gods would come down and fight with either the Greeks or the Trojans. So that's that. Here, er refers to. Her means the old poetic word that means before, as in I will come ere nightfall. That means before nightfall. Ulysses observes here not unbecoming men that strove with gods. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. The long day wanes. The slow motion climbs the deep moraine drowned with many voices. Come, my friends. So here he says like that. Here notify that Ulysses observes the sunset and the arrival of the night. But it seems like he is thinking about his own death as well. So here, look at this. The lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. What does it mean? The lights means stars begin to appear. The long day wanes. Wanes means disappears. The slow moon climbs. That means the slowly the moon arises and the deep mourn drowned with many voices. So what does it mean? What's with the mourning? It reminds us of ghosts or people mourning a death. Lights begin. the lights begin to twinkle from the rocks. What does it mean? Is an element, a way of saying the stars are coming out. So let us see the next. Come with my friends. It is not too late to seek a newer world. Push off and sitting well in order smite the sounding furrows for my purpose holds to sail beyond the sunset and the baths. Of all the western stars until I die, it may be that the globes will wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we know. So, what the poet says, come out, my friends. This is not too late to seek a neighbor world. So, here it turns out Ulysses addressing his friends. At least during this part of the poem, he tells them what he has been telling us along. It is never too late. It is never too late to go in search of new lands. Here, Ferro refers to the track or mark made in the water by ship. He tells his soldiers to smite or strike it, most likely with oars. Purpose can mean two different things. Here, purpose can mean two different things. It can mean either destiny, as in sailing in my purpose in life, or it can mean intention, as in I intend to sail as far as I can. The baths, here the sail beyond the sunset, the baths that refers to here the outer ocean or river that the Greeks believed surrounded the flat earth. They thought the stars descended into it. That's the meaning of the baths. To sail beyond the baths means Ulysses want to sail really far away beyond the horizon of the unknown universe until he dies. Of all the western stars until I die. That's the meaning. It may be the gulfs with wash us down. It may be we shall touch the happy isles and see the great Achilles whom we knew. So that means the happy isles refers to the islands of the blessed, a place where big time Greek heroes like Achilles enjoyed a perpetual summer after they died. We might say heaven. Ulysses realizes that he and his companions might die. That means one day or another day, each and everyone must die. So his companions must die, but he is okay with that. That means he accepts the death. But if they die, they might even get to go to the happy isles and visit their old pal Achilles. That means he want to meet the great warrior. Here, look at the picture. Great warrior Achilles. So whom we know. And though much is taken, much abides, and though we are not now the strength which is old days, moved earth the and heaven, that we are one equal temper of heroic hearts, made weak by time and fate, but strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield. So, what does it mean? Ulysses again tells us that even though he and his sailors are old and don't have a lot of gas left in the tank, there is enough left to go a little further. Abides is a word that means remains. Abides is a word that little remains. These guys are a team with one heartbeat. They are old and broken, but they still have the will to seek out the face challenges without giving up. Giving up means what? Stop. They can't bench press 20 pounds anymore, but that won't stop them from trying anyway. The praise is strong in will That means the phrase strong, it is a phrase. The strong in will is a phrase. The phrase strong in will, to strive, to seek, to find, and not to yield means something like we are strong because of our will. Will means willpower to strive, or our will to strive is strong. So we are our willpower is very strong to face any fate. That's what the poem. That is the end of the poem. So students, read once and again. Let us see the glossary of the poem. The glossaries are very, very important. Many appreciations will be asked. Look at this glossary. Drink life to the least. What does it mean? Drink to the very last drop. Here, live life to the fullest. Scudding. Scudding means moving rapidly because of the wind. Hydos means a group of stars in the constellation Taurus of association with rain. That means if anybody going voyage in the water sees, if they happen to see the Hydos, it is about to rain. They will strongly believe that, like that. Vexed. Vexed means a past tense of vex. It means upset. To rest unburnished. To let go waste or without being used. 3 sons. 3 long years. Telemachus, son of Ulysses, smite, strike, furrow, mark made in the water by ship, baths, outer ocean or a river that the Greeks believed to surround the flat earth. Happy Isles, a fortunate island situated in the Atlantic Ocean, properly known as Greek paradise. Achilles, the greatest of Greek warrior, as an infant his mother dipped into the river Styx, which made him invulnerable everywhere but the feet which she held him. So thank you students. Thank you for watching.